for instance, October 3rd, you can see my cost per purchase is excellent. Okay,
Yes.
and I want you to take a look at the ad spend of each day and the cost per thousand. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can see the fourth, it's doing okay, it's good. The fifth is doing good, 25, 25, 20. The sixth started going up a little bit, but and then it went up. Okay, so I assume this is due to ad fatigue, right? So
Yes.
yeah, they started because I didn't change the budget or anything like that. So I started cycling ads, but as you can see, I had this range of ad spend for each campaign, like 500, 650, and the cost per thousand people is like 7, 8, or 9. But then, as you can see, like the 20, well, I turn off my ads like in this range of dates. Let me, like here. Well, I wanted to scale up the ad spend to 1,000, and as you can see, the cost per purchase like went up, and in this date, the 27, I scaled up even more, and as you can see, the cost per 1,000 people went from 7, 8 to 11 or 12, and the cost per purchase like 70, 90, and as you can see, the 28. 72, 100, the cost per 1,000 people, 15, the 29, 14, 16, and here 100. So does that mean that it's not like an option to go this high for me?
Yeah, you're just overscaling.
So am I gonna be like limited to be in this range of ad spend to have
You're
the
not limited. If you just want to maintain those costs per result, that's probably what your spend is going to be, is going to have to be at if you want to maintain cost per purchases like that.
So because like for instance here I spent like 1,100 and got 45 purchases, and here for instance I got less purchases for like
Yeah,
three
so you
times
might be better off spending 1,000 daily and then looking for efficiencies. So you know how like an assembly line works where, for producing cars, they make all of their
Mhm.
profits off of each second they save on the assembly line. And every second they improve that assembly line process, they make a significantly amount more money because it's more efficient, they're able to produce more. So in this case, how that would apply here is rather than just scaling up spend to get more results, you should just keep your spend the same, but just increase your output of the amount of purchases you're getting by just making your ads more efficient, tweaking, to find better performing creatives, and just making subtle changes to get better cost per purchase. And eventually, you'll still be spending 1,000 daily, but getting 2-3 times the amount of results because you're looking for ways to shave off a couple dollars every now and then.
Okay, so I will have like a limit of the ad spend, but I should aim to get a lower cost per purchase.
Yep. So set your max at like 1,100 daily is what I saw it was. Yeah, 1,150. Make that your max, and then find ways to constantly cut down your cost per purchase. Look to get it down to 23. Look to get it down to 21, and keep your spending the same. And you'll increase your purchases without increasing your spend.
Okay, and watching these numbers, what do you think is my top number here in the ad spend?
That number right there at the very bottom.
This one, like 650?
No, 1,151.
Here, yeah, yes, because this is like
Total
for
spend. Total spend.
total spend, and per campaign it would be like half year, like 650 in the cold audience and the retargeting.
650, 500, yeah, those two.
650, 500. So you wouldn't like advise to go higher than this?
Mm-mm. And look, if you're at 25 right now, cost per result, you see,
Mm-hmm.
that gets you 45 purchases. If you were to shave that down to $20, it would come out to 57 results, 57 purchases in that case, which
Yes.
is, 13 more for the same spin.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So I shouldn't go aim to go higher than this, and I should aim to optimize my creatives so this go down.
Scale through optimization, that's correct.
Okay, and how do I optimize my creatives, like test headlines
So
or?
cutting ads that are bad, putting in new ones that new ideas that end up working, and then looking for which call to actions work best. There's a lot of things you could potentially do to improve the performance there.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So I gave you just for control.
Yeah. So like if you were to, let me see here, and then if you go to, for instance, create custom report, and then what we do is break down by add name, remove campaign level, and then we don't need delivery. We don't need any of these. Since we just want to see what your final result is, which is the purchase metric,
Mm-hmm.
we just do this. And then we can move this one. We don't need any of these right here. Got quite a few columns loaded up.
Hmm.
And then once all these are gone, here's the last one.
Okay.
Then what we can do is do this filter here. We click this, we then select creative, and then scroll
Mm-hmm.
down. And these are all the creative breakdowns you can see. Let me scroll a little bit. And then we select, for instance, call to action. And then what is one call to action that you're using right now? Is it learn more, or what
Learn
is the call to
learn
action?
learn more.
And what else have you used?
Yes. Well,
You've
actually, I think that's the only one I use.
ever.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Then a different example would be going based off what your actual creative is, or you could change it up by like actual headline. And then you just see which headline is generating the best results, best description, and then
Mm.
start to optimize results from there.
Okay. Okay. So the answer right now is not scaling ad spend. The audience is not supporting that much spend, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Great. So my only option is to optimize my creatives, and if I want to, would you think it's an option like combining with this with YouTube ads or something like that to scale up?
You
Or
certainly could.
mhm.
And look for other avenues, for placements to find out.
Do you see anything good in those numbers that I can use to optimize?
So here are the amount spent is this column. So let's see here. like your cost per purchase is high on the new ones, which makes sense. It's lower on your warm retargeting, and then it's, you only really got one purchase on this day. But if we do this week, if you pull in the most relevant time period, like last 7.
What was that? Okay. Yeah, I
So
haven't. Yes, the last 7 days, some of them I didn't run ads, and I scale a lot of the ad spend, so that's why the results are so bad there.
yeah, so like that's the primary thing that I'd pay attention to, is that spending, because in this case, whenever we look at it, I mean, it's pretty obvious that the results is tied to the spend in this case whenever you overscaled. Yeah, so this cost per purchase is, we don't need this campaign breakdown name. Cost per purchase is on the bottom, and then here's your spend going up.
And my cost per
Marketing
purchase
is
go.
following it, yeah. Yeah, your cost per purchase really climbed the moment you raised spend by a lot.
Okay.
So yeah, I just watch out for that. And I mean, like if we pull in your
Okay.
your purchases really haven't gone up too much, with the additional spend. I mean,
Yes,
you're still getting these numbers back then. 45 at, I don't know exactly what that number is right there, but 45 compared to this one, which is like 3 times the amount. You had less purchases.
that's right.
So yeah, just go back to this spend, and that's when like this is your max threshold, this line right here, this 1 mil number, and then just stay at optimizing your results here.
Okay. So, okay. And should I go like 650 in the cold traffic and 650 in the retargeting? In the ad spend?
So you'll get better results. If we go back to this, you'll see where your spend has better value.
Like from October 1st to, yeah, something like that. So what's the magic number there?
Yeah, hold on. So right here, like your amount spent on the retargeting here. No, we need to go a little bit further back to get a better range on your cost. With less spend, you were getting better results in this case. So you just need to go back to those that are saying the 650, and then I believe it was the 450 or 550, one of those two.
Okay,
It's
so
1150 total per day. That's what you have to
yes,
work with. They're all in the same
okay,
location, so I mean, like, it doesn't, wherever you put the spend, the same people are still going to end up seeing it. So it's best just to have a total budget cap, which is going to be your 1150.
okay. And what about checking the bulks of daily unit reach, or it won't help?
I wouldn't worry about it too much. Yeah, let's see what your frequencies are. 5.22, 2.81. So, yeah, it's just a matter of, making sure your spending is not just going overboard.
Okay. So 650 in the retargeting and 400 in the cold traffic.
Yep.
No more than that. So I can scale like beyond that.
I wouldn't.
Okay, the only option to get more purchases is by optimizing.
Yeah, because we saw you spend 3 times that amount and still got less purchases. So
Yes.
that's just wasted budget at that point.
Okay. Okay. So I just have to split test different things in the call to action, the headlines, the videos, and all of that. Do you think getting a bunch of new influencers will help with the cost per result?
What is that?
Getting a bunch of new influencers, like people who advertise and they are very known in my city, will help to lower the cost per result?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, okay, perfect. So I'll just keep my budget the same that I had in October 5th. Would you recommend to level up those budgets in the both campaigns or only 650 and 400?
I would only do that. Those two
Okay,
budgets. That's the max.
okay, okay, perfect, Chase. I will try that.
Awesome. I appreciate it.
Thank
Thanks,
you. Bye
Thomas.
bye.
Bye.